Way and bring up our first guest. Her name is Lawanda Baker. She is one of our one-star directors in this company. She's originally from Jackson, Tennessee, near me. I'm in Nashville. She's a graphic designer by day. She is in the top 1% income earners in the company out of 148,000 reps. Again, she's a one-star director. She's a 40/40 club member, and you're going to find out what that means here shortly. And she has received the company Fireball Award. She loves to have fun. She loves to, of course, make money, and she loves helping people. Director Lawanda Baker, do I have you here on the line?
You have me. Can you see me and hear me loud and clear?
Yes, ma'am. Beautiful. Take it away.
Awesome. Well, I am so excited to be here this evening to share this amazing information. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the things, I must throw it back to the beautiful hostess with the mostest that you just heard from. Her name is Miss Delmisha Blumenberg. Now, let me tell you, she is a wife, a bonus mom of two, originally from Louisville, Kentucky, residing in Nashville, as you heard her say. But here's the thing. Her day job is a pretty amazing thing. She's in healthcare. She's been in the industry for over 18 years, and she's currently now traveling for work. She is also a goal builder in our company. She is working her way on up our ladders. She's a vacation builder, a dream maker, but what she really is a freedom fighter, ladies and gentlemen. She is showing people by leaps and bounds how to earn long-term freedom income with what we're going to show you today. So thank you so much for all you do to serve the big team. Now, listen, we could go on and on talking about ourselves all day because we have some amazing people in the planet. You heard them just a few minutes ago introducing themselves. We are PlanNet. And if you looked at any of those people, some of them may look just like you. Now, that's what I want you to keep in mind. Some of them look just like you. Why? Because this is a business designed for ordinary people to earn above ordinary income. So we want to welcome you to the very best place on the planet. And as we are getting started, what I want you to do is put on your imagination caps for me. Put them on tight, not the ones that we imagine with now that say our income says we can't do such and such, right? I want you to imagine like when you were 5 years old and you thought you could be that superhero, or that you thought you had hair that flowed all the way down the hallway. Whatever it was for you, put on that level of imagination and imagine with me financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom. Now, that's some big girl and big boy imagination, right? Because listen, most of us don't have these freedoms. We may have some in part, but the reality is we don't really have financial freedom. Because think about it. If your job ended today, would you still be able to survive? And if so, for how long? And time freedom, that's the one that we spend the most of, and we never know what our balance is. But let's just imagine for a moment we have all of those freedoms in place and you have designed your ideal life, because that's what we're here to discuss with you today. How to design your ideal life. We're going to show you how to earn more, travel more, and experience more, all while building a strong network through the network that you already have. Because, ladies and gentlemen, your network is your net worth. We're also going to show you how to benefit from e-commerce and, of course, become a travel professional. Now, as an e-commerce person, our service, our product is all over the world because it is the world. That's why we say PlanNet marketing. We are a 9-year-old company about to be 10 years old next month, right? We have reps in over 20 countries, ladies and gentlemen. So we're not talking about a local business. We're talking about coast to coast and global. And how are we able to thrive in that 9-year time frame? Because we have solid company leadership. You're looking at it here on the screen. First of all, I got to introduce you to Mr. Donald Bradley. He is our PlanNet Marketing founder and CEO. His dream for this company is to create 100 millionaires. Oh my goodness. Last year at our big convention, we had four. Can I tell you this year we now have 8 millionaires in this company inside of a 9-year time frame. That is huge for any business owners out there who understand growth and momentum. 8 millionaires. That's what we have. Now, Mr. Donald Bradley has a very big dream and he's on his way to making it become a full reality. But he put in place some leaders to help him to do that. Mr. Andy Kaufman, as you see him here on the screen, is our president. Miss Leanne Treckler is our COO. Together, they make sure that everything runs smooth and in compliance. Mr. Andy Kaufman has been the manager of billion-dollar corporations, so we know we're in very good hands with him. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the hub of everything, but understand we're an online business provider, so that means that we have business all over the world. Now, take a look at the commissions that we've paid out to date. Over $300 million. To who? Ordinary people, people like you, people like me. And we're out here creating financial security with this opportunity. Now, you heard me say marketing. If we're a marketing company, that means we market something. So, what is our product? It is Inteletravel. We market Inteletravel. Inteletravel is a 30 plus year old operation, ladies and gentlemen, accredited, A plus rated in the Better Business Bureau. This is the body that creates all of our travel memories. Now, Mr. James Ferrara is our Inteletravel CEO. He said a while ago, if people are using travel, if they understand it, why shouldn't they be able to own a piece of it? So what he did was create the home-based travel business model that you're going to see here today and that other companies have even emulated. But understand we're the originators of that. We have an exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing. We're based in Delray Beach, Florida, just like PlanNet Marketing is based locally, right? But we're an international company. That exclusive partnership with PlanNet Marketing allows you to scale your business. So what I'm saying is that anyone can own an Inteletravel business, but you must purchase it through a PlanNet Marketing rep. Now, the person that invited you here today may or may not have told you that, but what that simply means is that you have two businesses that you get a chance to play in. So that means two pots of money. Now, as you can see, we have some industry awards, recognition, just a little bit of our documentation. The Magellan Awards is like the Emmys and the Oscars in the travel space. But if you don't remember anything that I said about this slide, there's one number that I want you to see. 5.3 billion. That's the travel bookings that we have to date. Now put a pin in that because understand this, every travel booking has a commission already attached in the price. You heard me correctly. So think about that 5.3 billion. That means commission was paid out on all of that travel that was booked. Can I tell you that it was paid out to the tune of 70 to 80% commission? Understand when you become a travel business owner, you're going to enjoy the infinite possibilities that go along with it. Part of those possibilities come in the form of commission. You see, when you first get started, you're going to earn 70% of that commission. So that means if you earn $100, you're going to get 70 and Inteletravel gets 30. That's a 70-30 split in your favor. As your commissions grow, you'll begin to earn 80% of those commissions. Not only that, you're going to have a full-fledged at-home agency. That travel business model, that's going to be yours. You're going to have the state-of-the-art booking portals, partner with every major gateway, customer service, management software, everything you need to be a legitimate home-based business. Let's just think about it for a moment. Who do you know right now that's traveling? Miss Delmisha Blumenberg was talking about traveling and asking questions. Who do you know right now that's on a cruise, planning one? Who do you know right now who's doing a destination wedding, a honeymoon, a girls' trip? Is it your friend? Is it your neighbor, your coworker? Or perhaps it's you? Well, what we're telling you is whatever you can book, we're going to show you how to get paid on that. We're a turnkey business. So, guys, you don't have to come in recreating the wheel. It's simple because we have a system in place. All you have to do is join hands and partner with the person that invited you here. They're going to show you that we have the best of customer support and service. When you get started, you're going to have your on-demand training modules, sales and marketing materials, access to everything. Somebody asked me the other day, What do you have access to as a travel business owner? I said the world. Somebody go ahead and put in the chat the world. You're going to be able to have access to cruises, tours, car rentals, resorts, travel insurance, even sports and entertainment tickets, ladies. The list goes on. Now, I hear somebody maybe thinking to themselves, why travel and why now? Because business owners have to make it make sense. So they're wondering, why would you invest inside of the travel space? Now, those people who just love to go, 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 like Miss Delmisha Blumenberg, she said, why travel? Why not now? Right? But for those of you who need a little bit of documentation, understand that travel is a $10 trillion business, estimated to be 15 trillion within the next 10 years. It's the number one research category online. So, what we're telling you is that you're investing in something that's recession proof. And I can show you why. It's because all generations of people are traveling. Look at our millennials, the babies of the bunch. They're spending $4 trillion a year annually. They're not just going to grandma's and grandpa's house anymore. They're out in Maldives and they're swinging on swings in Bali and everything else, right? The Generation X, that's me. If you're an Xer, go ahead and put it in the chat. X. We're spending $3 trillion annually in the travel space. The baby boomers, where are you? Go ahead and put boom in the chat. They're spending 2.5 trillion. Now understand, these baby boomers did the good thing that mama and daddy told them to do. They worked, they retired, and now they're living their lives like it's golden. That's why they're spending this way. And Generation Z, go ahead and put Z in the chat if you're there. They have it all figured out. They're spending $1.5 trillion annually. Now, we call them our leisure travelers, which means that they can put some fun on the front and the back end of a work trip and turn it into business and leisure. So understand, whoever you know, whatever generation you're in, your friends, your neighbors, they are traveling. Almost everyone you know is or wants to travel. Now, why not get paid on what you and other people are doing anyway? Now, I'll tell you this one thing. If you know somebody who's maybe not traveling very much, usually the reason is because they don't have the time and they may not have the money. But stick around, because we're going to show you how to get a little bit of both of those things back. Speaking of money, how much can you actually earn in the travel space? I've got a few examples that I'd like to share with you. Just imagine now that you have a frequent business traveler as one of your clients, and they're booking 3-night hotel stays, maybe 3 times a month, and they're doing it through your portal. Understand this, you're going to have your own .com that you can share with people, and they can book for themselves here and there, right? When they're booking this way, you might be asleep, you might be awake, you may be going on vacation yourself. But when they book, you earn commission through your own portal to the tune of $151 roughly. Now, that doesn't seem like a whole lot of money, but understand that's not a whole lot of work. You just shared your website. But understand that we are truly travel professionals. So we don't just share our site and say, you go do it. We go do it as well. We'll roll up our sleeves and help to create a vacation like this one, a 5-day golf trip, golfing in Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4. Understand, group travel brings the money up a little bit more. So now you can see this commission is paying out to the tune of over $274. Now, let me help you understand that this is a simple transaction. You see, these people want to travel anyway. We have vendors that want them to buy travel from them. You get a chance to be in the middle. And when they book through you, you earn the commission that they were going to do anyway, right? Now, if you need a little bit more money for a little bit more documentation, here's a 7-day honeymoon, all-inclusive resort, Cancun, complete with butler service, a commission of $561 just for booking the trip for the bride and the groom who were going to take this trip. Somebody put it in the chat. Anyway, we like to call this an anyway type of business. Now, if that's still not enough for you, just take a look at this this commission, right? 5-day group cruise, family reunion, booking 20 cabins for a Western Caribbean cruise. Do you see that this commission has a comma in it? Now, I know some people shudder at the thought of putting their family together. And if you've ever been on the family reunion committee, you're probably having a flashback. But hold on, it's okay. Because when you earn this commission of over $2,240, you might just sign up and volunteer the next time to be on the family reunion committee. Now, of course, travel is fun. Y'all, travel is exciting. It's sexy. We believe in our business that we should have fun while we're traveling, but we also get a chance to have fun while learning and earning. And our company makes it simple for us. Understand, we get a chance to educate ourselves in the travel space because they make the training available for you. You can become a dream maker, vacation builder, travel genius. If any of you have received those documentations, please go ahead and put it in the chat. Now, these things allow you to acquire vendor specific certifications. Everything is at your own pace. You get a chance to become better educated on travel and vendors from the comfort of your home in your bunny rabbit slippers if you so desire. But here's how I really love to learn. I like to learn on location because we get a chance to educate ourselves by experiencing travel the way our customers do. What I mean by that is we get a chance to go places. Now, it's a classroom setting. We get a chance to sit in a classroom setting and learn about different places where we're going to send our clients. But before you get too dismayed about the classroom setting, let me share the classroom with you. This is one of them. Inteletrip, the Grill Jamaica, 4 days, 3 night, all inclusive, adults only, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to get a wellness travel certification with this. And our educational costs only $499 per person. Hold up, we've got other classrooms. Let me show you this one as well. This is our Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 4 day, 3 night, 5-star all-inclusive Inteletrip. We've had one of these to come through. You would earn a luxury travel advisor certification for going on this for an educational cost of $720. Now, I want to be very responsible when I'm showing this. To our guests tonight, these are not trips that we can sell, and these are not trips for everyone. Again, these are our educational trips. We get a chance to take these trips for these rates because our client, our Inteletravel company wants us to be able to learn firsthand where we're going to send our vendors. So this is one of the perks of being inside of the travel business. Now, understand that this is a business. You've heard us say it over and over. It's a business. I know it looks like a vacation, and it is, but it is truly a business. Inteletravel wants you to be secure in the business decision that you're going to make to get started. So they put in place 3 guarantees. I heard somebody out there, I think I saw a text that said somebody was a business owner. If you are in business for yourself already, you probably already know that there are no guarantees when you start a business. Generally, people begin to calculate the risk, but Inteletravel says, no, we don't want you to calculate risk. We want to calculate success. So we put in place 3 guarantees to make sure that you're successful. The first one is the best travel price guarantee. This one's for your client. They're going to look and see if you gave them the best price possible. And when they do, if perchance they happen to find it for a little less than what you sold them the vacation for, Inteletravel says, no worries. We're going to either meet or beat that price or give them 110% of the difference in travel credits back to your client. Why? Because it's repeat business for you and money on the books for them. The second guarantee is the no questions asked money back guarantee. This one is for you. Come inside, get started, take it for a test drive for 30 days. And if it's not what you thought it was, you can cancel your business and Inteletravel will return your investment, no questions asked. And the reason we don't ask any questions because it's not going to make sense to us anyway. Moving on along, the unique profit guarantee. That's our third one. And this one is for the serious person who understands that 30 days is just not enough, right? So you get a whole year, 12 months inside of this opportunity. And if you don't make in commission or save on your own personal travel, what it costs you to invest, they're going to make it right and make up the difference. And you get the chance to decide whether you want to keep your business or walk away. Now, is that good or is that great? That's great to me. But what I'm about to introduce is fantastic. So I'm going to share with you now another young lady who's going to come forward and tell us about how to build a network and empower yourself and others. But let me give her a proper introduction. She is the first one-star director inside of the state of Indiana. She's one of the top income earners, being in the top 1% of the earners in the company, ladies and gentlemen, as a director. She has 23 years in the industry. She's a 40/40 club member. Guess what? She was a nurse for 45 years. The operative word is was, because this business is helping her to stay retired. She's a coach, a mentor, a freedom fighter. She is Director Judy Harris VanDyke. Are you out there, ma'am? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I am Director Baker. Can you see and hear me clearly?
I can, ma'am. Take it away for us.
Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you for doing an awesome job on travel as you always do. It was absolutely phenomenal. As she said, I'm Director Judy Harris Van Dyke, and I have been a nurse for over 45 years and now retired, able to stay retired because of this business. You see, because when I was working as a nurse, I did as some of you are still doing. I worked from dark 30 to dark 30. I worked from paycheck to paycheck. I always had more month at the end of my money and found that I was robbing Peter to pay Paul, Mark, Luke, and all the other disciples, right? But on a serious note, let me just say this. In the midst of all of that, I thought that I was very secure in my nursing career. And I think most people feel that nurses are very secure. They always need nurses. But what I didn't know is we can be expendable as well. You see, in 2015, myself and 98 other employees all lost our job at the same time. I'm talking about the nurses on staff, the doctor on staff, the managers, the supervisors, the legal department, everybody lost their job. You see, because anytime you walk into a building and that building doesn't have your name written across the top of it, you're actually helping to build someone else's dream and simply not your own. But today we're going to show you how you can empower yourself as well as others. Going to show you how you can capitalize on the power of leverage and residual income. You see, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Warren Buffett actually says never ever rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Now, I've always been told not to take advice from anyone you wouldn't trade bank accounts with. And this gentleman is a billionaire in the United States. So I think I would trade bank accounts with him. So I can definitely listen to what he has to say. So I know that because I went through the experience of losing my job along with 98 other employees, that I definitely needed a second source of income. So let's kind of get into some leverage weekly income. You see, Planet Marketing pays out 7 streams of income. The first stream of income is a $50 direct sale commission. You sell the ITA program, you receive a $50 direct sale commission. But what's great about that is the person that brought you in and shared this information with you, that individual will get a 50% check match on all personal referrals as well. So let's say you get started tonight. You're excited. You go, you start sharing this information with others. You bring maybe 10 people to look at this presentation one day next week, and 4 of them get started with you. Well, number one, you just made $200. And then number two, that person that helped bring you in, they're going to get a 50% check match on what you made. So you made $200. The company is going to give them what I call thank you money because they're not getting any of your $200. The company is actually giving them $100 just because they brought you to the table. And then we have our third stream of income. Excuse me. We have the earning additional bonuses as you promote. You see, we have team bonuses, and there are 6 levels of $10 team bonuses, and you will start to get these $10 team bonuses as you progress up the ladder. So let's kind of get into where that starts at. It starts with our Planet Builder program. You can advance through the Builder program with personal active ITAs. What is an ITA, Judy? ITA is independent travel agent. So remember that I'll be using that term quite a bit. But when you actually help 3 people to get their business started, you get your first promotion. It's just that easy. And then help 3 more individuals start their business. Now you're what's called a silver builder. Help an additional 3 to get their business up and running. You're now what's called a gold builder. So as you see, now you have 9 individuals that have partnered with you and are a part of your organization. Now, I just believe we have some bronze, silver, and gold builders here on this Zoom on this evening. If you are a bronze, silver, or gold builder, go ahead and put in the chat what you are. I just actually want our guests to see that these are attainable positions. Now, gold builder, we always say go gold when you start in this business. Why do we say that? Because when you go gold builder, you actually unlock three additional streams of income. The first one that you will unlock is our third stream of income, which I kind of glazed over on the first one, and that was that $10 team bonus. You know, you were getting $50 direct sale commission every time you help someone start their business. Become a gold builder, and you just gave yourself a $10 raise. So now instead of getting $50, you will get $60. Now let's look at our fourth stream of income, 10% match on personal ITA travel commissions. Now these are overrides, and I absolutely love it because what happens is you help someone to get their business started, they earn a $10,000 commission. Guess what? You're going to get a 10% match of what they made. Again, more thank you money. You're not getting any of their $10,000. You're getting $1,000 just because you helped them get started. And you're a gold builder. That fifth stream of income says 10% match on personal reps matrix commission. Now, what is the matrix? It is the residual income component of our company. And you help someone get their business up and running, and they just want to tell everybody in the world about this. And they're actually helping people get started. Their team gets so big that they're starting now to get a residual income of $500 a month. Guess what? More thank you money. The company is going to give you a 10% match because you're a gold builder. They're getting $500. You're not getting any of their $500. You're getting $50 because you are that gold builder, a 10% match. And I know a lot of people say, $50, Judy, $50 ain't nothing nowadays. Well, you know what? I bet you if you saw a $50 bill laying out on the street, I don't think you would walk past it. I think you'd stop it and get a little puppy a ride right in your pocket. All right. So now let's look at the matrix itself. This is the matrix. This is what we were talking about is a residual income component of our company. And in a perfect world, the way the matrix would work is a 3 by 9 team build matrix, which means the person, you yourself, would get started. You would go and help three other people get started. Those three would go get three, and then those three would go get three. But you know what? We don't live in a perfect world. And since we don't live in a perfect world, then some people will not go get anybody. They don't want to. They just want to book travel. Other people will say, I want to do both. I want to book travel and I want to build a team. Then they will do that. And then some people will just get one or two people. So don't be worried about that. Just know that at levels 1 and 2, you only need to help two people to unlock the matrix. Unlocking the matrix means now you can start getting paid that residual income. And as we look, we have levels 1 all the way down through level 9. Go Gold Builder, and you have unlocked the entire matrix. We're looking at $4 bills that you will get on every single person that's a part of your matrix. You can make up to $118,092 every single month. What kind of bills could you pay off with that? Y'all go ahead and put some things in the chat. What would you pay off if you could get $118,092 every month? What would that help you with? Would it help you with a mortgage? Would it help you with a car payment? Would it help you pay credit card debt off? What would that help you do? I just want you to know that this is the matrix. It is our sixth stream of income, and it could be life changing that you could actually change your zip code with. Now let's look. PlanNet Marketing Director Program, our seventh stream of income. Advance through the directorship program with at least 100 balanced active ITAs. Now, again, y'all remember what ITA? Independent travel agents. So once you have helped 100 people get started in this business, and this and the matrix are pretty much similar in the fact that you don't have to go get all these people by yourself. It's you and your team. It doesn't matter who brings them in, they're still a part of your organization. So you're looking at 100 ITAs. You're now going to start getting a $500 bonus every single month. Director Baker is also a one-star director. So on the first of every month, we kind of look forward to the first every month, y'all, because a $500 actually hits our bank account every single first of the month. But here's the other thing about that. Now you see that red 20. Remember I said there were 6 levels of $10 team bonuses? Well, those 6 levels of $10 team bonuses, what you're looking at increase at One Star Director. So now instead of $10 in addition to the $50 direct sale commission, now it's 20. At two-star director, it's 30. At three-star director, it's 40. And it continues on to five-star director where it is 60. So I just want you to know that $60 plus $50, you could be making $110 just for helping someone else start their business and set themselves up where they can actually become financially free. Now, as a one-star director, you'll get that handsome jacket in the background. As you see, it's kind of faded out there. And then also, as a one-star director, you are guaranteed from all seven streams of income to make $1,000 a month. I pause for a reason. I want that to sink in. You are guaranteed $1,000 every single month because you're a one-star director. Any month that you do not make that $1,000, guess what? As a one-star director, the company will supplement and make it 1,000. You make 800, they will supplement, give you 200 and make it 1,000. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I think that's pretty strong. I've never heard of any company doing anything like that. Now, let's look at one star all the way down through 10 stars. You see, you can hit any star you want to. It's totally up to you. Once you get started in this business, where the and I'm not going to say the sky is the limit. I almost said that, but the sky is not the limit. You decide when the limit is. Do you want to stop at five-star director where you're making $10,000 bonus every first of the month? Or do you want to go all the way to 10-star director and make $250,000 a month? It's totally up to you and what you want to put in to grow your financial legacy. Now let's look at our Presidential Ring and Rolex program. Our company believes in rewarding you for building your financial wealth. It's totally up to you where you're going, but every time you go to a different level, they will reward you with beautiful jewelry. They start off with this sapphire ring, which is when you become a six-figure earner. When you start making $250,000, you'll get that ruby diamond encrusted. Now, $500,000 will get you that diamond ring and become a millionaire in our company, and you will actually have the double diamond ring. And we actually have about 6 millionaires that are a part of our company. So believe me, it is attainable and they're constantly growing. Also, I know y'all eyeballing that Rolly over there. Listen, let me tell you something. That Rolex timepiece is diamond encrusted, absolutely gorgeous. And that Rolex timepiece you will receive at five-star director. Now, this is our PlanNet Marketing Income Disclosure Statement for 2024. And I always like to address the elephant in the room. A lot of people at this point are saying, is this a pyramid? Is this a Ponzi scam? Absolutely not. Number one, let's start with I'm 70 years young and I'm too old to be wearing orange and locked behind bars for the rest of my life. So I'm not doing anything illegal at this point. What I want you to know is these are the numbers that we report to the IRS. How do you know this is not a pyramid, Miss Judy? Because the IRS does not do business with pyramid schemes and Ponzi scams. And remember, I just said these are the numbers we report to the IRS. Number two, pyramids and Ponzi's do not give you a 1099 to file your taxes every year. This company does. So I just want you to know there are so many reasons why you want to be a part of a legacy company that's going to actually be able to help you to become financially free if you just work it and take it to heart. These are our numbers for how many people are actually in the company, how many estimated average hours that they work as a bronze builder, silver builder, gold builder to get to those levels. It tells you even the annual average income that each of them makes, the low, the average, and the high, and then how long it took them to get to those. And if you really want to research this and break it down, you can actually go to the person who invited you, can give you their website, and this same slide, well, it's not a slide, but the same picture that you're seeing with all the information is there, and you can research to your heart's desire. We also have the PlanNet Marketing Pledge. The PlanNet Marketing Pledge actually allows you to feel secure in knowing, and even if you're death, the PlanNet Marketing business you built is going to outlast you. Y'all remember when I was back on the one star through 10-star director slide? I want y'all to know, remember I talked about how much do you want to make? How much of a legacy do you want to leave for your family? It's totally up to you. As you saw, the stars will allow you to leave as much to your family as you want to. So your family will still be able to receive your PlanNet Marketing commissions, your director pay, your bonuses, monthly residual income, weekly commissions. All those things will be left to your family and they will inherit your business. So when we pass away, we know and we close those eyes for the last time, that there is that hole. And that hole is where the money you were bringing in is usually gone. But with this company, it's not gone. It's just passed on to that family member that you have left as beneficiary. We have a turnkey business here, valuable tools, system supports. We have a website to track your business, mobile app, training that we have is by phone and by Zoom. But what I really love is we have a call every single morning. It's called the Inspirational Morning Vitamin Call. And we actually start that at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only lasts about 15 minutes, but a great way to start your day. And then events, we just left our 10-year anniversary last week. It was awesome. It was Strength Under Fire. We saw so many and heard so many awesome testimonies. We heard from Mr. John C. Maxwell. He is actually a professional in teaching personal development and leadership. And when I tell you he poured into us, he poured into us. Now, how do you get started? I know that's the next question. Well, you get started with a very low one-time upfront investment of $200. And I guess you say, where'd she get $200 for? That says $199.90. That's a dime rounded off, $200. Okay. So 199.90 to be exact. And then you're looking at 1995 of that going to PlanNet Marketing to get that business up and running, 179.95 to get your Inteletravel business up and running. So that's where that 199.90 comes from because it is sold as a package. We're also looking at $59.90 as a monthly overhead. So if you've ever had a store, I mean, let's just talk about Walmart, let's just talk about Starbucks, all of these companies and these businesses have an overhead. They have to pay for the place where they are, the brick and mortar they're in. They have to pay for the water bill, the gas bill, the lights. They have to pay for all the products that they sell. All of that's overhead, guys. And we're talking about thousands of dollars for McDonald's and for, oh my goodness. If y'all, any of y'all heard of Ruth Chris? If you're here in Indianapolis, y'all know where I'm talking about. I love Ruth Chris, but I tell you, Ruth Chris, I bet you their overhead is sky high, right? But yours to have an awesome business with two businesses, you don't get just the one, you get two businesses for $260 a month. Again, I'm rounding up, but I'd round up because it helps my math. You see, because you're talking about $60 a month, which if you divide that over 30 days, you're looking at $2 a day. Less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. And anybody drinks Starbucks. Some people don't because they say, oh, no, I'm not paying that much for a cup of coffee. But guess what? $2 a day for awesome business opportunity. You can't beat that. So I just want you to know that we're at the end of the presentation. And there are absolutely just three individuals that we run across at the end of these presentations. That first one says, you know what? No, thank you. It's really not for me. I just wanted to come and kind of check it out and see what it was about. If that's you, that's okay. We still need clients. And so, what I want you to know is a person that invited you would be glad to book your travel for you anytime. But remember, you won't get that commission. They will. I also want you to know we have number twos. Let's say I have questions. Guess what? We're going to open up the lines, and I hope you've been taking notes and writing your questions down because we're going to answer any questions that you have at this point. So that's our number two. Number ones, they're ready to go. If you've seen everything, you absolutely love everything you've heard, you said, I am ready to get started. We're ready to get you started. So that number one is ready to get started. And we want to see you drop a number one in the chat if you are a number one. Start your journey of success. The journey of 1,000 miles actually begins with one step. Anything that you do begins with one step. When I decided to become a nurse, I had to go to school and I had to learn and I had to, remember, I even had to memorize some things. I knew all the bones in the body, right? But these are the things that you have to do. You have to start. When you decide to lose weight, what do you have to do? First, you got to make up your mind. I'm going to change my eating habits. I'm going to get out. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to drink plenty of water. Yeah. So we just know that anything that you put your mind to start, there's a starting point. For you, your starting point is just making a decision today. This is for you.